What's up, everybody? Today we are here on the Asia server account, the account where we have been doing the meta team series, showing the different meta dungeon teams, building all the different meta dungeon teams. Today we are going to be playing around with a somewhat meta Guild Wars, Guild Siege offense. We're going to be playing around with this because the High Elementals are getting Second Awakened, so I wanted to show a nice team with the High Elementals before they get Second Awakened, and then after they get Second Awakened, the team is just going to be even better, right? So here is, I apologize for being stuffy, I still have bandages on my face, but I wanted to get this video done. So the team starts out with two High Elementals. Well, you can either do two High Elementals and a Chloe, or you can do one High Elemental, Chloe, and a Covenant. So Chloe's there to get turn 1. She's going to do, I don't know why I'm clicking on that. She's going to do Fanatic. She's going to immunity and invincibility for your entire team. The enemy's going to come in. They're going to do whatever damage they want to do, but it can't do any damage to your team. Then your team's going to get a turn. KAHLI's going to come in. She's going to do a skill 3 God of Fire, increase attack, power, and speed, and becomes invincible for another turn. So she's going to give herself invincibility again. And then the third thing, that your third unit is going to either be... I mean, you could use other ignore defense units on here. You could even use a Lucian for here, right? You could use a Lucian, you could use a Katarina, you could use a lot of different stuff. A lot of people like to use this Covenant because Covenant's got this ignore defense here. We today are going to use this ELLENA. So ELLENA's got ignore defense here. The big difference between ELLENA and Covenant, I don't even know if Covenant is currently runed up right now. I think he's probably got some... Okay, so he's not completely, he's like half ruined. But the thing with Covenant is his ignore defense is third skill, reusable in 4 turns. I think it has a 400% multiplier before the damage increase, and then he also has a 780 attack. He does have pretty decent HP compared to the ELLENA though. So we're going to compare it to ELLENA. ELLENA's got lower HP. She's got slightly higher attack power. She's got 32 more attack power. However, she's got her Tectonic Shift, which is going to be 1 less cooldown for the ignore defense. Has still 3 multipliers, three extra damage modifiers, rather. The Covenant is going to do 400% damage multiplier with his skill 3. ELLENA is going to do 300% damage multiplier with the skill 2. However, we'll see what changes with that for Second Awakening. And remember, she's got 1 less cooldown, and she also has slightly higher base attacks. So we're going to be playing around with that. These are just on... This is on Rage Focus, actually. Again, this is the Asia server also. I just try to do whatever I could do with it. Skill 3 accuracy is not bad for her. And then skill 2 crit damage is nice. And then extra damage when the enemy has higher HP is also another nice for the artifacts. I don't even know if we have those. What do we have? Crit damage plus if the enemy's HP condition is good. So this is something that we want. The others are not so much. We want the attack primary stat. Her base stats are just so low. Like her base, I mean, her base defense is not that bad considering, but her base HP is completely terrible. So after her Second Awakening, it's going to be much better. Attack increasing effect is not bad. Skill 3 accuracy is going to be good because the skill 3 is actually an ice prison, freeze for 2 turns. So we've got that, and then the crit damage as the enemy's HP condition. I would rather have this if the enemy's HP condition is good though, because we want to one-shot something. We don't want to like do a lot of damage and then like it doesn't kill and then squishy ELLENA is going to get hit in the meantime. So anyway, we're going to take this in. We've got both of these. No, we don't have, not that one. We have this other one on Rage as well. They're both on attack or damage attack. Let's see this. Attack increasing effect is nice on here. Attack primary stat. Skill 2 crit damage, because the skill 2s are the ignore defense on her. Versus Lucian, where skill 3 is ignore defense. Katarina skill 3 is ignore defense. Covenant skill 3 ignores defense. And then attack plus proportion to lost HP. I don't really want these too much because these units are so squishy that they shouldn't be hanging around for very long in the first place. So we're going to take it in and we're going to see how it does. Match 1, super easy match. I feel like they didn't really think this one through. There's a lot of debuffs and there's a lot of debuffs and there's immunity on their teams, but there's no strips. There's 1 strip here with skill 2 and that's about it. They need strippers on their teams. They need some kind of stripper of some sort for all the debuffs that they're bringing in. So all we have to do is really bring in immunity for both of our offenses and then just ignore defense, right? We're not going to do that for the second team. I just wanted to bring in something fun. So that's why we're bringing this in, because I feel like we didn't get to play around with this as much as I would have liked to yet. So we're going to do that. And for the first team, we're just going to bring Chloe immunity, and she's even better immunity now. She was buffed. Was it the last? No, 2 balance patches ago she was buffed to make her even stronger now than she used to be. And then we have attack power buff, and then we have 2 ignore defenses, and let's see how we should have no issue. The only issue that we possibly have is Chiwu doesn't do anything, right? That's the only issue there. And of course, it'd be nice if we had a will runes on everything for PvP. So we got our attack power buff. Let's put this on 1, and let's see how much damage we do. I actually kind of just want to hit Fran, to be honest. Tectonic shift. 40,000. All right, and this is on the alt. So, and the runes could be, of course, better. And I think we'll just go for a tectonic shift on you. And this is going to actually do more damage because she's got a little bit better runes than ELLENA does. So, 47. Okay, maybe a little bit more than a little bit better. We have Ice Prison. 2 turn free. So even if she violent procs, not going to be an issue. Look at that. Not really a challenging defense though, but that's basically a team. I think we could just do one of these. Oh, nice. We could do one of these. Oh, nice. And we could do. We'll do one of these, and then we have lots of bombs, and then we'll do one of these, and then I don't know what I really want to do after this. Let's do... We don't really have to do too much of anything, do we? We'll do one of these. I guess we could have soul protected, but we didn't really need to. Nice sleep. Alright, let's do that. Let's do... Doesn't matter. This is turning into a Shizuka spotlight, guys. So, yeah. And now we have no strips. It's fine. Oh, you know what? We can't quite do that, can we? See if we could do one of these. Shizuka's fun, though. And now we're going to get all those. We're just going to do skill 3 again. We're going to get all those bombs. And we're going to get shields and immunity on our team. Which is very fun. And more bombs. And more block beneficial effects. So, there we go. GG. Yeah, any excuse to use Shizuka, right? Any excuse, so we're fine. And now he's dead, because she's got attack power. Match number 2, we're going to forego the rest of the Guild Wars, because to be honest, the rest of the Guild War defenses that we were hitting were just worse than even the first one. So we're going to hit some of these siege defenses from my guild. We're going to just use the little test function over here. So this defense, right, 3 nat 5s, the first thing you may think is like, let's Lucian this. Let's just Lucian it, right? Not everyone has a ton of Lucians. I mean, I do, but not everyone else has a ton of Lucians. So if there's many defenses that you see like this, you may be like, okay, well, I already used my Lucian offenses on other things. What can I use against this? They have 3 different elements. They have defense breaks. They have a defense leader skill. They have, again, defense tanky. So ignore defense is really strong here. You can use copper, you can use bulldozer, you can use things like that. Or you could just use these high elementals. The cool thing about the high elementals is these are just scenario drops. You can completely skill them up with scenario drops. The only thing you have to really worry about is skilling up Chloe, and she's available to be skilled up with Wind Epicount Priest and Water Epicount Priest. So it's super budget team to even build in the first place. So let's see how it does. This should be fairly... look, they even have wings and everything, right? So it should be fairly easy to do. All we have to do is not get stripped by the Veligil. If the Veligil stripped a few times, that would have been funny. Let's do one of these. Who did he get the hug on? He got the hug on the panda, right? So let's do... I don't think we're going to be able to do... Can we kill with this? Maybe. Okay, so we did kill. So now we are free to go for the panda with no issues. And the panda is going to make quick work of the ELLENA, though. If he... Oh, like I said, quick work of the ELLENA if he violent procs. So that's one of the issues with them not being second awakened. And if we get one more turn, we can also put this Veligil on never mind. Never mind. I was gonna say we could ice prison the Veligil, but no, we can't. Ice prison actually has a pretty decent multiplier. Let me try to bring up the multiplier and see what the ice prison multiplier is. So tectonic shift is 300% multiplier. Ice prison is 530. It doesn't ignore defense though. If it was 530 ignore defense, that'd be a crazy amount of damage. But yeah, it does not do ignore defense. Actually, we could have saved that. We could have saved that Chloe for the next turn. That's fine. We'll just do one of these, and there we go. Match number 3. This one is actually a tricky team to take this into. I'm sure you guys figured that out already, though. We have the crit resist with the Water Werewolf, and we have the glancing with the Molly, so we may not be critting too much on these units. Let's see how we do. We do still have, I think that the Ice Prison will come into play. So since there's no immunity on that team, so I think the Ice Prison might be actually not that bad here. He didn't go for skill 2, which is actually in our favor. Let's go for this. Let's go for, who do I think is going to be probably the squishiest? We could go just for an Ice Prison if we feel like we're not going to we may not crit. We could go for an Ice Prison here. Let's go for an Ice Prison. And we actually did crit. We actually did crit. Okay, let's go for one of these. She doesn't go for her thing. Let's do one of these. He's going to shield him, and then we can go for a tectonic shift. Please. Crit. Nice. And then we can go for, I would like, okay, if we try to ignore defense on the Molly, she's going to, well, actually, he's going to move first anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah, we didn't even get it. I was afraid of that because we don't have the crit buff on the water unit. We only have the crit buff on the fire. So this is another big thing. Is like, look at this. Look how much damage that these units are actually taking, right? Like they have such low base HP, which is really kind of something that I wanted to show. They have such low base HP. Oh my god, don't kill. Like, it's so easy to kill them. Look at that. It didn't really even do anything. So we missed some crits and very low base. Like, look, Molly did like a third of the damage on this unit. So we're gonna lose against this defense. I mean, it's a fairly meta-ish defense. It's got the Commune Vigor, and it's got the I don't think we're gonna be able to to do anything too much here. I think we basically lost this. But that's kind of the point, is like, hopefully these new Second Awakenings will kind of make up for the fact that they were so squishy by improving the... We're not going to be able to kill... Yeah, we're not going to be able to kill with that. You know, give them some extra tankiness, give them some extra stats, and then also potentially have some kind of thing where it's extra crit or can't be glanced, or attack each reduction with a skill 3 or something, and like address the issue of like the current meta of crit resist things. So they kind of did that a little bit with the Grim Reapers, like the Grim Reapers skill 1, doing the going through the Triana and the Molly passives, and then the Dark Grim Reaper does, you know, the continuous damage. So and also if you think about it, the heal blocks, but just something nice to, hopefully the Second Awakenings will be something nice to kind of make up for the fact that these units are good but so squishy, so if they don't kill something immediately, they're pretty much sitting ducks. So here's another guildmate defense. This one looks like, hey, I would absolutely love to Lucian this one as well, but maybe they're already prepared with the decreased damage from wind units as part of their artifact situation. Maybe they've got some shields as well. So if they're already prepared, because this looks like Lucian bait, right? So that's what I would do, is I would put decreased damage from wind units on a defense like this. They don't have a whole lot of strips. They have resist, which doesn't matter because we're just going to ignore defense. They don't have a whole lot of strips. They do have strips with the aerial skill 1, but it's not really that... I say it's not really that much. Watchy strips everything. We're going to have 4 buffs on the KAHLI, so Watchy strips everything. So I feel like this may be a decent enough team to take this into, and then we'll see. We just want to take care of the threat first, I feel, because we have all that immunity. But I don't know if we're going to... Let's test the waters with this Beast Monk. Let's do the freeze on the Beast Monk first, and see how much... Oh, so he did not have that... Oh, he's got the cleanse too. Okay, so I thought we were going to do actually less damage to him. So... Oh, don't do that. That's not good. Okay, so we can definitely kill him with this. However, now we have this issue where we're going to take a lot of revenge damage. And these girls are so squishy that even things like this is going to... Who do I think is going to be the squishiest, though? Who do I think is going to be the squishiest? Yep. Oh, look how much damage that did. See, so this is... Oh, so this is one of the things that I'm hoping will actually get fixed with the Second Awakenings is... Well, it will. They will be tankier. But I'm hoping that something like this winds up not being such an issue, right? Of them just taking any damage whatsoever and, like, almost dying from it. So, pretty scary. Pretty scary, guys, when Ariel starts to nuke your DPS units down. Right? So. And invincibility and holy water. And strips oh, jeez. Okay, so let's do... can we kill this? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Actually, I should have done that the other way. Because we're not oh, never mind. I was going to say we're not going to crit on this, but I guess we did. Because crit leader. We're just going to hit this one for fun, guys. I found a Tianlang defense. One of my guildmates has a Tianlang. I didn't even know he had a Tianlang defense. But Tianlang defense, in my opinion, Tianlang is one of the best defensive units in the entire game. Tianlang's his passive, basically, mixed with his skill 2, is what makes him so very strong. Because for offense, you're just doing a lot of attack gauge boosting and then trying to kill, right? So Tianlang's passive prevents all that attack gauge boost, and then he's going to cut in and AoE strip and stun your team, right? So he's actually one of the best, in my opinion, he's one of the best, actually in a lot of people's opinions, he's one of the best Guild Wars, Guild Siege, Arena defense units, anti-cleave units in general in the entire game. So we have a full AoE strip here, then we have a AoE defense break over here, and then Theomars is just going to hit whoever is stripped and defense broken and kill them. This team we have right here, it's so squishy. Based on their base stats, they're so squishy that they are just going to fall over. That Chloe is not going to be able to prevent all of those strips, right? Chloe's not going to be able to prevent everything that they've got coming to them. But if, yep, there we go. Oh, he didn't even go for it. He didn't even go for it. Okay, I'll take that. Let's do Ice Prison actually here. So he didn't land everything. So that's a 2-turn. Let's try to do one of these so it hits Chloe. Oh my goodness, I was gonna say so it hits Chloe maybe. Jeez, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage, guys. Let's do this. Oh, goodbye. Yeah, look how easy they go down though. Look how easy they go down. So hopefully that's gonna not be the case. Hopefully that's gonna not be the case after these Second Awakenings. Hopefully they're gonna be able to survive somewhat longer. Actually, I think it's not even gonna... Well, okay, so KAHLI's actually gonna move first. So let's do this. KAHLI's gonna move first. We can do that. Then he's probably gonna hit Chloe. Well, he's gonna hit whoever. Never mind. But that would have happened anyway. Even if we skill 3, the immunity and invincibility would already be... Okay, Theomars, thank you very much. Add insult to injury. Let me show you guys what I actually... So I wouldn't take this team into this. I just wanted to hit it for fun. Let me show you guys what I actually would hit this team with, though. So I know we're deviating off topic from the video right now, but I did want to show something that we could actually hit this team with that's somewhat farmable, free-to-play friendly. So instead of doing something like Tiana, I would opt for something like either Chiwu. Chiwu is a nat 5, so Chiwu is not really free to play. I mean, you could get a Chiwu, you could also not get a Chiwu. Chiwu, Triton, things that strip and attack gauge decrease the enemy team rather than Tiana, who will strip and attack gauge increase your team, which Tianlang is going to counter that, right? So we have a strip into a slow, and then we're going to come in with a fast tyrant. We have a speed lead. We're going to come in strip slow. Fast tyrant is going to decrease their attack gauge. This is going to decrease their attack gauge too. Going to also do some continuous damage. We don't have defense break, so we're going to look to do damage through the continuous damage to the enemy team and just keep stunning them and freezing them and decreasing their attack gauge so they never get a turn. So let's see how it does. There's other things too, like that the Wind Slayer. slash Wind M Bison is also a really nice unit for this team. So let's take a look. We have all slows. Now we can do some attack gauge decrease over there. We can do some more icy magic bullets, or we could do, you know, let's do this. Let's do some continuous damage. Let's do some icy magic bullets, decrease attack gauge. Let's do one of these as a stun. So we've got a stun. He's got an additional turn though. Let's do a freeze here. AoE freeze. Very nice, very nice. Let's do this, just some extra damage. This is going to be not really anything. Just some extra damage, I guess. We'll do some more. We're going to try to get Theomars first, because he's going to be the squishiest. Let's do a stun. We didn't get a stun. Okay, but they still have slows on them. So with this, we're just going to keep decreasing attack gauge even more. We'll do a little bit more damage there. We'll do... I think we actually don't want to do this. I think we're going to go for this. And I think we'll go for this over here. And I think we'll go for one of these. And then we proc his Endure. And then we're going to do arrow attack to strip the Endure and then also kill him. And then we'll just do that for the extra glancing. We'll do some more attack gauge decrease. We'll do this is going to stun if they hit the same target. And when do we ever get to see this this Fire Fairy anymore, right? We haven't seen her in a while. So again, it's going to stun if they hit the same target, and there we go. Alright guys, that's it for this one. Just wanted to do a little test video showing you guys the High Elemental Chloe team before the Second Awakening. I'll show you guys the Wind one, the Dark one, the Light one in other videos, but I figured this was good for now. We got to even see, what's her face? I don't know where she is. We got to see Chloe. We got to see, oh, this girl, Celia. So, yeah, we got to see some of that stuff before the Second Awakenings, and then we'll see even better after the Second Awakenings. And we see kind of their issues right now is they're so squishy that it's hard to keep them alive. You know, put enough damage on them to make them kill things, then it's hard to keep them alive with this 6255 base HP is almost non-existent, right? 6255. And what does the other one have? I don't even know where she is anymore. 5925. It's so hard to keep them alive. I mean, it really is. That's very, very, very low base HP. So even a few thousand extra base HP, and then it gets multiplied anytime you have HP percentage in subs, and even more base defense too. All of that's going to add up and make it actually able to be used in some content without dying super easily. So yeah, that's kind of one of the issues with these high elementals right now is that they're so squishy, and also they look like dreidels, or they look like tops. They look like they're like you gotta spin them or something. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you as always in the next one.